I'm going to talk you through sharpening a KAI Santoku. This knife is in VG10 steel, which is a nice steel. Fair good edge retention, fairly easy to sharpen, just good all around. This knife's still very thin. There's a couple of little rough spots on it, nothing too hectic. Going to start with a Atoma 400 grit diamond, just to sort of set the bevels quickly and get them going. One of the things I've got here is a little paint stick set at 15 degrees. You don't need to do that. You can go anywhere from 12 to 18 and you'll be fine, as long as you're keeping the same angle every time you go. Set up sort of elbow height here. That reduces the tendency to roll over, and then just getting into it wherever you are pushing with this hand's where you're taking steel off. This hand's just locked and moving up and down. This hand's doing the pressure and the work, and when you do the other side, I prefer to change hands. This hand does the pressure, this hand's locked and doing the movement. So I've assessed the knife, there's nothing really too far out of the ordinary with it, so we're just going to do it. Do like to go a couple of slow strokes first. So just doing the blade in sections, trying to round the tip over, but you definitely want to get there. I have a burr on some of the blade, I still haven't touched the heel. We're nearly there. Focus on those areas now. A couple of longer strokes just to blend everything in, all the little sections that you've been doing. Get that tip. And I have a burr all the way along. Right, other side. Same thing, set the angle. This hand now pushes forwards and backwards, and this hand puts the weight on. Same thing, just a couple of slow strokes just to set that bevel in there. Also just helps get your eye in. And away we go. Let's check the bevels are equal on both sides. Just going to go a little bit on this side again. Just using lightweight now. Bevel's already cut in, we already have an apex or burr. This is just reducing that burr, making sure I've got a nice even profile. doing a little bit at the heel. The heel always seems to be one of those areas that's difficult to get, because you want to get it without rounding it up, which is very easy to do. There we go. Just want to get the tip. Raising the elbow to get the tip down. Okay, that's better. Okay, I'm just going to reduce that burr quickly. Light strokes. Other side. Still significant. Hanging onto its burr a little bit. Let's try some cutting strokes. This is very light pressure. Okay. So this knife, before we move on to the next stone, it'll still have a little bit of a burr on it, but it should already be able to cut. And there's no evidence of any major chips left. But there's not yet as sharp as I'd like, but I will get that done on the next stone. I'm going to try something a little different here this time. I'm going to skip the 400 stone. And I'm going to go to 1000 and just see how much longer or shorter it's going to take to refine this. Usually I'll go to the 400 Naniwa Waterstone. Okay, it's the same thing here, same movements. The idea here is to just polish up this edge, get the heavy scratches out from the coarse grit stone, and then get the burr off again. So these are splash and go stones. You don't need to soak them, you just need to keep them wet. Again, I'll just start with a couple of slower movements. Focusing on the heel again. And you want to spend a little bit of time on the tip. Try and use your whole stone. Okay, let's get this done. So first you work in little sections, then you do nice sweeping strokes across the whole blade to blend all those little patterns together. And that looks pretty good to me. It's actually polished up quite nicely. So now we know. Okay, other side. A couple of slow strokes, making sure to get that tip. Making sure not to round it up. Focusing on the heel a little bit. So I've been using fairly moderate pressure up to this point with the stone. Now I'm going to lighten that pressure, and we're going to start reducing the burr. It's feeling good already. Same. Nice light strokes. Okay. Should start hearing the burr come off now. Again, lightening the pressure on the stone, reducing the number of strokes. Almost no pressure on it at the moment. And here we go. Alternating. Check that. So that's 1000 grit. You can see it's nice and polished. Don't feel anything for chips. Let's just make sure I've got the tip done properly now. Nice and easy. So that's 1000 grit. You could just strop this now and you could be done, but this is a nice steel that can take a polish a little bit better. So I'm going to go up to 5000 grit quickly. Still not sure I'm 100% happy with that tip. Just going to give the tip another work. Make sure that it's good. Okay. Right. 5000 is also Naniwa. The stone's very hard. The knife just glides over it. So again, we want to just start on this tip. This doesn't take long at all. All we're doing here is really polishing. You will bring up a tiny burr at the same time, but you're not really doing any work, so to say. Just do some nice blending strokes here. Lift the elbow towards the tip. Super shiny. Same thing. Just want to get that tip. using, I don't know, medium light pressure on this one, I would say. Stone's not going to do a massive amount of cutting anyway, but you don't want to deform the edge. Lifting that elbow. And you can hear the ticking as the burr is coming off. And very light strokes now, very light. You can feel how smooth it is, you can hear the ticking there again. There's some more ticking. Okay, now we're just going to do a couple of stropping strokes. Like that. And there we go. Very lightweight. Just moving anything that's left of that burr backwards and forwards. Something came off there. There you can hear it. I want to get that off the stone. Okay. That should be done. Leather strop, just take the remnants of the burr off. Oh, you can feel how smooth it is on the leather. You can see how shiny that bevel is. This is lightweight. You want to round that beautiful apex over. Just want to clean it up. And after the final test, let's see. Yes, we got the tip. Done it before that. There you go. Easily through. Now we're listening for anything. Oh, that is utterly smooth. Easily through the side of the page. I don't know if you can see that there. I'll do a check here. Very nice. Very nice. Perfect. So that is a KAI Santoku in VG10, sharpened on Japanese Waterstones.